Oh, so there we have, he's a special agent. Let me bring Nima into this. Nima, I'd like you to answer me this question. Uh, there is a requirement here that the state must prove beyond beyond a reasonable doubt, the burden of proof, that the woman who was married to James, and her name is Vicky, she's been missing, that she is deceased. Has the state done it so far? And if so, why do they need this witness?
Linda, they have done it so far. This is a woman that's been missing for more than 7 years now. It's a woman that has significant health problems. She can't walk. She can't drive. She has no access to technology. She needs her medication. So the state doesn't need this witness to prove that the victim is deceased. But what they do need this witness for, the special agent, is to tell the story of the markers that people really leave behind when they're alive. And none of those exist here. So to tell the story to this jury, because that's what the prosecution needs here, right, is a story that the jury can latch on to of an abusive, controlling Jim Prokopovitch. So they're using this witness to tell that story, that if his wife were still alive, then she would be leaving these markers, and he hasn't seen any of those.
But Nima, the defense really is not saying she's alive. They're basically saying, well, maybe she could be, but look, we think she committed suicide because when she last talked to her kids about her last suicide attempt, she said, "Next time, you're never going to find me," or words to that effect. And that's what the defense is saying, that she honored that she obviously planned it and she honored that. So how is this witness not cumulative and boring the life out of the jury?
Linda, I agree with you. He's not the best witness. I would have put him earlier, sandwiched him between, the really kind of powerful witnesses in the beginning, such as Wes, and then, Darlene, the ex-wife. I certainly would have closed with her and the gun incident if I were the prosecution. That being said, the defense has put forth two theories here. First, in opening, they did say it's a missing persons case, and there's a possibility that she's gone, girl, and disappeared off the face of the earth. They have pushed the suicide theory more aggressively. That being said, it's pretty rare for a suicide to happen in the middle of nowhere and the body not to be found. So I think the defense is pursuing both angles, saying, look, we don't know what happened to her. We just know that Jim isn't the murderer. So I do think the prosecution has to address this potential theory that Victoria was in an abusive relationship and just decided to take off and disappear off the face of the earth.